Welcome to America Current Affairs. Today, we're talking about a story that is just, honestly, shocking. It's about a champion at the very top of his game who, in the blink of an eye, had his entire world turned upside down.
Just picture this. On December 19th, 2025, Anthony Joshua is literally on top of the world. He's a global superstar, fresh off this huge knockout win. Then, just 10 days later, 10 days, he's being pulled from the twisted metal of a horrific car crash in Nigeria, a crash that killed two of his best friends. So how on earth did it all go so wrong, so fast? Well, it all started out as a celebration. After that massive victory, AJ, who's got proud Nigerian roots, went on holiday to his ancestral home. You know, this was supposed to be the good part, a chance to celebrate with family and friends. But that celebration was about to turn into an absolute nightmare.
Okay, so we need to talk about where this happened. The tragedy took place on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Now, this is one of the busiest highways in Nigeria, but it also has a reputation for being incredibly dangerous. And for AJ and his team, this road was about to live up to that terrible reputation.
And the way this unfolded is just chillingly simple. It's Monday, December 29th. The team is driving in this black Lexus SUV. According to investigators, the driver was going way too fast, lost control, and just slammed straight into a commercial truck that was parked on the side of the road. It was all over in a flash. But the consequences, they're gonna last a lifetime. Anthony Joshua somehow survived the crash. But the human cost was just devastating. 2 men died. And these weren't just guys on his payroll. No, these guys were his rocks, the people who helped build him into the champion he is. First, there was Sina Kami. Think about this. For over a decade, this was the man behind AJ's incredible physique and power. He was the strength and conditioning coach, the guy who knew exactly how to build and maintain a champion's body. He was a huge, huge part of Team AJ. And then there was Latif Ayodele, who everybody called Lats. Lats was more than a trainer. He was like a brother to Joshua, a source of discipline, faith, and just constant support. And what's absolutely gut-wrenching is that just hours before the crash, they were on social media, laughing, playing ping pong, just enjoying life. And then he was gone. So, in the middle of all this wreckage, only 2 people are pulled out alive: the driver and Anthony Joshua. But AJ was in bad shape. He was rushed to the hospital, and pretty much the entire sports world just held its breath, waiting to hear what was going on. At first, the official reports came out saying his injuries were minor, and everyone kind of breathed a sigh of relief, right? But then, the whispers started coming from inside his camp. Word was the injuries were actually a lot more severe, with real concern about damage to his ribs and his knee. For a boxer, that kind of thing could literally end a career. He got out of the hospital on New Year's Eve, but the questions about his future were just getting started. Now get ready for this detail, because it really shows you how life can turn on a dime. According to the driver's lawyer, AJ was originally sitting in the front passenger seat. But the driver turned to him and said something like, "Hey man, I can't see the wing mirror properly. Can you hop in the back?" A simple request, a last-second decision, and that one small moment is almost certainly the reason Anthony Joshua is alive today. Just chilling.
So while the world is mourning and Joshua starting his long road to recovery, the police investigation starts to zero in on one person, the man behind the wheel.
The driver's name is Adeni Mobolaji Coyote, and the charges against him are incredibly serious. We're talking dangerous driving causing death, reckless driving, and, get this, driving without a valid license. Now, he's pleaded not guilty to all of it. His lawyer is claiming it was a tragic accident caused by brake failure. That's what the trial, set for January 20th, is all about. As soon as the story broke, it just sent shockwaves everywhere, way beyond Nigeria. The whole sports world and fans from all over just responded with this incredible wave of grief, but also support. And the community response was just amazing to see. A fundraiser was started for Latif Ayodele, who was a man of deep faith and was always giving back. And in just a few days, people raised over $180,000 to build a mosque and a water well, a borehole, in his name, making sure his legacy continues. It's pretty incredible. As for AJ, he'd been completely silent through all this. He flew back to the UK for the funerals, and then he finally broke his silence. He posted photos of himself with the mothers and fathers of his lost friends, with just 3 simple, powerful words as the caption: "My brother's keeper." It says it all, doesn't it? So all of this leads to the biggest question of all.
where does a champion go from here? He survived the crash, sure, but he's dealing with physical injuries and you have to imagine just unimaginable emotional scars. His entire future is hanging in the balance.
A lot of people in the boxing world, the insiders, they're seriously worried. They fear that the mental trauma of losing two of your closest friends right in front of your eyes like that might just be too much to come back from. They're asking if he'll ever find that fire to get back in the ring. And that really is the question we're all left with. After a tragedy this deep, how does a champion learn to fight again? Thanks for sticking with us through this tough story. For more explainers that break down the biggest stories shaping our world, make sure you subscribe to American Current Affairs. We'll see you on the next one.